How's it going, folks? I don't have an opening yet, so hi, welcome to this book-ish channel.
I got it. Welcome back to Becca's channel!
That's the one! Now you have to do that every time.
Okay.
We've talked about what books were our favorite in 2021. What year is it? Who knows? And then over on Allie's channel, we talked about what we wanted to read in 2022.
Yes.
And that was really exciting. And we
And
got
then?
really pumped. However, we just went book shopping. Oops. And we both just got 10 books. Yikes. So
We don't feel bad though.
literally not at all.
Not at all. A little bit, but like not at all.
70% of our books were secondhand.
60 fine.
And these are all really great books. Like, I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Okay, anyway.
Start us off with the 66% of the series you found.
So I was so excited. I found the 5th season, I found the first one, and I found the 3rd one. So the second one wasn't there, which is shocking. But this is a series by N.K. Jemisin, who is a Black author, and it's a fantasy series. And it's just the trilogy, I believe. It's called the Broken Earth Trilogy. I don't know much about it, but Peruse Project loves this. And they're really highly rated on Goodreads. And I just want to read more fantasy, so I'm so excited.
I'm going to do these two together. These are Midpoint Press Illustrated Classics for, what is it called? Robinson Crusoe and the Black Beauty, or Black Beauty. These are so, okay, so I won't lie to you. They're kind of ugly from the front, but like who faces their books forward? Nobody. And the spines, beautiful.
Stunning.
As you know from my last 2 videos, our last 2 videos, we are on a classic reading journey.
We are.
And so these ones I felt like I didn't own, and they're beautiful ones to add to the collection. So beautiful. Do you see?
They're so pretty. And
So
they have
pretty.
beautiful like inlays.
Yeah,
on
let me
them.
show you an illustration. Here's one. Is that so pretty?
So beautiful.
So fun. Yeah. What else did you find in the fantasy world?
So another fantasy book, which I had never heard of before, but it just kind of drew my attention, is called The Obsidian Tower by Melissa Caruso. And I looked it up. It's like 3 point something on Goodreads.
8.7 or something?
Yeah, pretty high on the 3 scale. And it's a duology, so it's a 2-book series, which I fucking love. I love that. I love that it's not like 12 books. They're like this big in length, each of them. Don't know much about it, but it sounds fucking great. It's the Rooks and Ruin series. And it just, look at how beautiful. It looks like a heart, but with a tower. Ah, I love it. Very excited. All right, hit me up with your next one.
We love it. Next one's a holiday book, and it's called In a Holidays. Do I read romance? No.
Does Noelle read romance and recommend it to us?
Yes. And just Christina Lauren seems to be super highly recommended. Oh, it's a tiny little book.
Yeah, you'll zip through. That's
Written by Christina Lauren, which is a pair of authors. So I'm very excited.
So nonfiction, I did not think I would find this, but this is Jim Carrey's memoir. I'm so excited to read this memoir. Jim Carrey is dope. In the back, there's a quote on the back. None of this is real and all of this is true. And like, okay, Jim Carrey.
Okay, Jim Carrey.
Pumped.
All right, the next one I found is Dead Awake by Eric Larson. I don't know what it is, but like I said, hey, do you know what this is? And I was like, no, so I bought it. But it's nonfiction, and I am running low on my nonfiction books. Don't know what it is. Honestly, I have no idea what it's about. A submarine.
Yeah, Noelle explained it really well, but it's, I think, the submarine that essentially started World War I from the U.S. to Germany.
All right, what is your nonfiction next book?
My next one is actually somebody's advanced reading copy of Sapiens.
How cool is that?
Really, really cool.
So cool.
And Allie read Sapiens this year, and you're also done Homo Deus, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Insane how much you're going to learn.
I'm so excited.
Like, did you know that, so there was Neanderthals and Homo sapiens and Homo erectus, I think all on Earth at the same time. So it doesn't go linearly from one to the other. And they just evolved separately in different parts of the world, but Homo sapiens just went around and killed everyone.
What? All right. What is your next fiction?
My next fiction is Eleanor, Oliphant is Completely Fine. This was one of Noelle's, I think, favorite books from 2020.
Was it? I didn't even remember that.
And I've had it on my list to find for so long.
Okay, this is also a Peruse Project 1, The Essex Serpent.
And you know that Becca wants it because she's willing to buy a book with deckled pages.
I hate deckled pages. This sounds really interesting. Historical fiction where this widow and her son and their maid, I believe, go to Essex and they find that this serpent has come back, and it just sounds really fucking cool.
So the final thing from the thrift store is The Choice, which is one of my favorite books that I read in 2021, in a hardcover, so which of course meant I guess the paperback, but I didn't even know it existed in hardcover, and I found it today, and it was like the greatest slap in the face. But yeah, such an amazing book. I'm so happy I owned it in hardcover because I feel like for display purposes, it's just so much better.
It's also a beautiful cover.
It's a beautiful cover. And so then after we did this massive thrift shop, we were like, you know what we need? More books.
Yeah.
So we bought more books.
So we bought more books.
So we went to Indigo,
Mhm.
and I'll start us off. One
Yes.
book that I had found that I didn't even know existed again until we went together last time, and I saw it.
Yeah.
Is this hardcover version of The Gunslinger. So I know that, the rest of the parts of the Dark Tower that I own in hardcover are the original ones, which are beautiful. But the original, like, Gunslinger in hardcover, either doesn't exist or is so rare that even collectors don't have it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a series that we love,
Yeah,
and I would like to own a cohesive group of them.
I get that.
So, anyway, do you get?
My next one, I'm going to do this one. This was recommended to me by a friend from work. Thank you, Shelby. I read I'm Thinking of Ending Things last year. I absolutely adored that book. I thought it was exceptional. And then my friend Shelby was saying how you should read I'm Thinking of Ending Things. And I said, oh my God, it's my favorite. And she said he has another book. So Ian Reid has this book called Foe. I know nothing about it. I didn't care. Weird horror writing is right up my fucking alley. So, yep. Pumped.
Okay, and the next book I've got is The Deep, which, okay, so here's the thing, right? We go into Indigo, or chapters. I said, if the Gunslinger's still there, I'll buy it.
Mhm.
So we go through the store, we find some books, we're like, oh, we want that, I want that, I want that, I want that, but we put them all back because we're being fucking responsible.
We're doing good.
And then Becca sees this one, which she didn't know
Mhm.
we would find, and then she like, okay, we gotta get that. I was like, of course. So then we go to the Stephen King section, and I found the hardcover of The Gunslinger, and I was like, I need this.
Gonna buy
So
it.
we're standing in front of this one shelf, in this entire store full of shelves, full of books. And what else is there? This book that I was literally talking about to Becca earlier today, and I was like, I don't know what it's called, but it's about the Titanic, and Noelle talked about it, and she's like, oh yeah, I think so. And then she finds it, she's like, is it this one? And it was this one. So this is a haunted retelling of the Titanic, and that sounds so good. What did you look for when we got to Indigo?
Okay, so while we were in this section, I got Tender is the Flesh. I started reading this in October, and every single paragraph on every single page is a punch in your fucking gut. And I haven't been able to stop thinking about it, but at the time I was like, okay, I can't do this right now. This is a lot with a lot of other things going on in my life. And then our next book that you found.
Mm-hmm. So the next one, again, I feel like it all comes back to Noelle.
Yeah, it does.
Is Carmilla.
Yeah.
So this is the book that inspires Dracula, and this was a final copy of this book in the store, and it's in the horror section, which we hadn't thought about.
Nope.
Anyway, and we got there, and I had to have it, and it's
beautiful.
Stunning. What's the last book you got?
The last book I got was right beside this horror section. Why it was in this section, I'm not really sure. I don't know what that section was.
Because fate.
That's what it was. It's Kink Stories. And it's by all of these authors, and it's all of these short stories or essays, and Roxane Gay is one of them, and I friggin' loved Bad Feminist. I really want to read her other books. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's mostly about, like, BDSM, but it's all about, like, kink. Okay.
So funny.
What's your last book?
Last book of the day, Things My Son Needs to Know About the World. A memoir or autobiography. I didn't know he had one.
That's really exciting.
And did you watch the last video? Do you know who he is?
He's important.
He's very important. Okay, we're ending this video because we need to go read now.
Yep.
It's been so long since I felt this, like
need.
Give it to me!
I know, this stack of books is like, okay, enter my brain now. What a great way to end this year. Well, thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye. I feel like we could do that.
Yeah, I think so too. LOL.
I could read it if you wrote it. Maybe the second grade is slap in the face. Do you know what I mean? I told you because Noelle.
Oh, it's all
But I was
connected
like,
now.
I want a copy too. Needed to own it, so I don't have to justify that to anyone.
Now we're here.
Now we're here.